Hello my dear students, today we are here to discuss certain topics in your tractors and engine systems of Unit 2. So we have already discussed regarding valves, valve timing diagram, air cleaner, exhaust silencer, cooling systems. Now we are moving on this lubricating system we have not discussed till now. So what is meant, why it is actually lubrication is needed? So the lubrication means it's actually why it is needed because there will be friction. Okay, if the heat bearing surfaces are allowed to rub against each other, what happens without lubrications? So there will be considerable friction and the heat will be wasted due to this excessive wear. So this is called a solid friction. To avoid that, we are going for lubrication. Okay, so what is the different types of lubrications? Okay, the oil layers will be acting between the rotating shaft journal and the stationary bearing. So due to this, what happens actually, the heat will be carried on and the friction will also be avoided. Okay, so there are different types of lubrication system. The first we are going to discuss about splash lubrication system. So in the case of a splash lubrication system, it's taken from the oil is being taken from the pan and they provided at the by a dipper. Okay, it picks the oil and moves upward to the engine components. Okay, it is being splashed as we do in actually like splashing like this. Okay, so what happens due to this mechanical turbulence, the oil is being filled on the various parts. Okay, and different parts by means of a scoop dipper or the crank webs, etc. The scoop or dippers are fitted to the big end bearing caps. When it dips into the oil at every revolution, the oil getting slapped. One will be dipped, another will be splashing will be takes place. Okay, so you can you do have a pump is also provided to circulate the lubricating oil. A pump is provided to circulate the lubricating oil to the engine moving parts. Okay, so the oil pump will be delivering the oil to the main gallery while it passes to the drilled holes to the main bearings. Okay. Okay, so normally this by the splash, okay, but you cannot ensure the even distribution of oil for the surfaces. Okay, so next we go for the forced feed lubrication system. In the case of your forced feed lubrication system, what happens here is, as the splash system has limitations lubricating all the components, we go for forced feed system. Here you do have a gear type pump. Okay, so this pump will consisting of two spur gears, okay, fitted on the idle shaft and other on the main shaft. Okay, the two gears will be rotating in opposite directions. The oil will be drawn between the gear of the teeth from packets, which will carry the oil from the inlet side of the pump to the outlet side where it is being discharged. Okay, so this is very much required. In the case of this, what happens, it will be spread by means of pump. Okay, and again here since it is done at a good velocity, you can see the diagram. Okay, what will be the properties of the lubricants which are being needed? Okay, so we see what are the types and all, right? So actually what will be the functions of this engine oils that we'll be seeing? Okay, so the engine oil has to minimize the friction and wear. It has to remove the heat from engine parts. It has to act as cooling agent. It has to absorb the shock between the bearings. It has to form a good seal between the piston rings and cylinder walls, and at the same time has to act as a cleaning agent to carry away the dust and other particles and all. Okay, so the properties of lubricant oil will be viscosity. So it refers to the tendency of the oil to resist the flow. Okay, so oil body prevents the load from squeezing out of film oil between the journal and the bearing. Okay, so this property cushions, shocks, loads, maintains a good seal. If you have a good viscosity, then it will maintain a good seal between the piston rings and also the cylinder. Fluidity is also very much essential. Okay, it refers to the flow of fluids to the oil line. So we have to compensate between them, which is so much number. Which is more important. Okay, next one we will have it has to be clean and stable, and you will have to consider the pour point, the flash point, and the corrosion resistant properties of the lubricants. So these you will have to take care before you are going on to this lubrication system. Okay, thank you.